Hi, I'm Trevor Schell,
And I'm Steve MacDonald.
and we're agronomists with the Occupational Health Clinics for Ontario Workers. And we're here today to talk to you about the importance of setting up your workstation to fit your needs. Office ergonomics accounts for about 50 to 60% of our average workload. And all too often when we go into work sites, what we find is a computer has been placed upon a desk just like this, which is not what we consider ergonomic. The goal of this video is to give you the tools you need to ensure you're working in an ergonomic manner.
The next aspect to consider is the desk. There's some very important angles to consider when sitting at the desk. These include the shoulder, elbow, and wrist, where the elbow needs to be at a 90-degree angle. It's important to consider the edge of the desk. Often, if the desk has a sharp edge, it can cause what's called a contact stress, causing pressure on the arm that can decrease blood flow and nerve conduction. It also happens when the desk is much too high for the individual. In order to avoid contact stress, you should have a rounded edge on the desk. Also, the standard desk is 28 to 30 inches high, which is designed for the average male. In order to have an appropriate height of the desk should be set so that it is slightly below seated elbow height. There are three common desk designs we see in office environments.
The first type of desk on the left is a standard desk. Often the computer is just placed on top, which results in very little paperwork and as a result, not a lot of room for a worker to perform their tasks. The second type is on the right. It's a corner workstation. One of the biggest problems with the corner workstation is that if the curve or cutout is big enough, it results in very little desk space with only about a foot of written work to be able to be done. The other problem is if the cutout is not large enough, it results in someone mousing while hitting their hand under the desk, and as a result, placing the mouse on top of the desk and subjecting themselves to awkward postures of the shoulder and neck while performing their tasks.
The final desk to consider is an L-shaped desk, which is the optimal setup in an office. It allows you to have a computer, workstation, as well as a paperwork area. As with chairs, desks are designed for the average male. And what this does is makes the desk too high for shorter individuals. In the case of Donna, the desk is much too high for her, as you can see by the height of her elbow. The chair is actually set so her feet are flat on the floor, but when she goes to reach out to the desk, she actually needs to use her shoulders and neck muscles in order to raise her arms onto the desk. The other thing is that the desk edge can actually create a contact stress, decreasing the blood flow and nerve supply into her hands and wrists. By using a footrest, we've now been able to raise the chair up, allowing Donna's elbow height to be above the desk. And it allows us to keep a 90-degree angle, and the desk is set at an appropriate height for her.
Thank you for your time, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.
If you have any questions, please contact your local OCAL clinic.